Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been forever since I posted on here, but one of my 2020 goals is to post at least once a month on this channel, hopefully more, so we'll see how it goes. But today, as you can see from the title, I'm going to talk about some of my winter favorites. It was initially going to be fall favorites, but now it's like very much winter, and you know what? They kind of work. I've added a few things, I've taken a few things off, but you know, these are things that I've just been going to consistently lately, and I just want to talk about them and share them, because why not? I think the first thing I'm going to start with is organization, because for me, being productive, I need to have lists, I need to have backup lists, I need to have agendas, I need everything possible, so I have no excuses to not be productive. Also, I like checking things off, and so if I have something I can check off or cross off, I'm like, I will do that, because I want to cross it off. Back in university, I used to give myself stickers in my agenda when I got assignments done, just because I was like, yeah, I get a sticker if I do this. It worked. Don't know how, but it worked. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my agenda. It says I am very busy on the front. It is by Bando. I've been using their agendas forever. I would say 4 or 5 years now. This is the first time that I got the one with the spiral on the side, and I really like it. There's a little bit more space, and that just makes all the difference. So it's also like, it's fun and it's cute, and they draw pictures everywhere, but I also have taken to starting to color in my pages. I can't bullet journal to save my life. I get way too stressed out because I cannot draw, but like I can do a little bird. Like I can do that. That's not beyond me. So I just decorate these. I also have a page on the front that I put some stickers on of, you know, just things that make me happy. And then the back I have like kind of like a vision board type thing just to last me until I make my actual vision board. It's slowly coming along. And by slowly, I mean very slowly. But this is helping me be organized. I put all these tabs in here because I have pages that have important things on them. For example, ideas of things to film. The reason I'm doing this first is because in case I miss anything, I've got the list of my favorites right here. So that's my first thing. Key, I use that agenda every single day, or I at least intend to use it every day. Sometimes I just don't even look at it, but that's on me. I guess I could add this next thing. It was not on my list at all, but this is a huge part of how I'm productive every day. I have these post-it notes. They're magnetic, but I don't use the magnetic get it done list, so just basically a to-do list. And every day I write on this list to help me keep on track and keep focused. So I have my agenda for like the big stuff and planning out weeks, and this is my daily thing. So what I'll do is I'll write down my usual stuff, like make bed, tidy room, like all that kind of stuff, and then I will check my agenda and I'll put anything from my agenda on this, and then kind of any other random things, and that really helps me stay organized too. I would be a mess without lists. I know it. Next thing I will get into, because I mentioned the pictures on the front of my agenda, is my HP Sprocket. I bought this for myself probably in November, and it just prints out little, I think they're like 2x3 pictures, and they're sticky on the back, so you can just stick them right on. And I love this thing. As you can see, I decorated the front and back covers of my agenda. I'll sometimes send pictures to people. I think I want to use it for my vision board, but it won't work with cork because it just unsticks off cork. I've learned that, so we'll see. Or maybe I just won't stick them. I'll just attach them. I don't know. We'll see. And the coolest thing I did with them is for my Christmas tags, instead of writing out Christmas tags or whatever, I just put on a stupid Santa hat, wrote little cards that said people's names on them, took pictures of myself, and then printed them, and so everybody's tag from me had just a picture of me making a stupid face with their name on it. So yeah, it was lots of fun. I thought it was cool. It got a great reaction. So, you know, if you ever want to gift presents and you don't want to write a tag and you just want to put your face on the tag so that people see you forever, HP Sprocket. And the refills are actually pretty decent. I bought a 50 pack the other day, and I think it was like 25 something Canadian. And so that's a pretty good deal, considering I have an Instax Polaroid, and I feel like it's like 10 bucks for 10 basically. Like, it's a lot pricier. And this is thermo heat printed, so you don't have to worry about any ink or anything. The only thing you have to do is you have to charge it occasionally. And after the first setup, I haven't had any problems with this connecting to my phone or anything. And you can just go through your phone, just scroll through everything, send it right there. It's fantastic. The next thing, I got it, when did I get it? October. I think I got it in October. And I've been kind of using it on and off and on and off, but lately I've been really using it a lot to the point that I think it deserves mention in this video. And that is my Switch Lite, Nintendo Switch Lite. It comes in waves for sure. If I travel, it's great to have. I went out and I was really remote for about 2.5 weeks in October, and so it's great to have this as something to do. And then more recently, like the last couple days, I've finished like 3 video games in the last 3 days because I've just been like, gotta play, gotta play, gotta play. It's very addicting, but I think in a good way. And over the original Switch, this, like the Joy-Cons, nothing comes off of this. It's a lot sturdier. It's a little bit smaller, but as much as the Switch is meant to be portable, this is only a portable system. And I kind of like that because the reason I wanted to get the Nintendo Switch was because I wanted the portability of it, and this gives me that without the ridiculous price tag, because I think this is like $150 cheaper. Although there are a few games that you can't play on this, like I want to try Ring Fit Adventure, and you need to actually have detachable Joy-Cons and a screen and stuff, so I'm like, maybe I should have bought the other one, but in all honesty, I haven't come across anything that I like desperately want to play that I can't play on this. So I think I'm good for a while. I made the decision that if I play this a ton and a ton and a ton, and to the point where I want to put on a TV, then at that point I will assess, maybe I can find like a secondhand one, or I'll just buy one. So we'll see. But for now, this has been a massive time suck and I love it. Speaking of time sucks, and I don't really have anything to show for this, but it is a podcast that I've been listening to. So back in like 2011, with like just my original iPod, I downloaded a radio app so you can listen to radio stations all around the world. And one of the ones I came across was in Australia, and it was this drive time show called Hamish and Andy. And they're hilarious. They're really funny, and so I would tune in at like 1 o'clock in the morning Canadian time to listen to their drive time show. It was like 5 days a week, and I was just listening like crazy because I did not know that they had everything on podcasts, and then I learned they did, and life was a lot better. Recently they have transitioned, like within the last couple of years, away from radio, and they just do a weekly podcast, but I listen to that thing like crazy. They are on break right now, which is the saddest thing ever. But they do have this huge backlog, and you have to get their app and subscribe to it. But honestly, it's worth it. I've been listening from 2008. I think I'm into 2010 now. And like when I'm at work, it is what I listen to. When I'm like transiting or walking or whatever I'm doing, I'm listening to this podcast. It is great. I suggest it. They are funny. Or even just go to their YouTube channel and check out some of the stupid crap they pull. It's great, honestly. And now I guess we're going to transition kind of into like beauty favorites that I've been using lately. Beauty. I ain't no booty guru, but you know, these are things, cosmetics and toiletries and stuff that I've been a huge fan of lately. So first of all, I got these under eye gel pads. They're Equate, so they're like the Walmart brand. They just feel so nice. I did a set this morning because it had been a while since I did them. I keep them in my fridge so they're nice and cool, and just like, it feels so great. And you can leave them on for, I think it's like 30 to 50 minutes. Yeah. And so it's chill. It was a great way to wake up this morning and just like, you know, get my life together. That's what I've been trying to do today, is just get my life together. We'll see if it continues to happen. It's been going well so far. Granted, I woke up super late, so I haven't had much time to get my life together, but we're doing all right. The next thing when it kind of comes to skincare would be these Olay masks that I have. So they are stick masks, and I love that they're stick masks because I like doing face masks, but I always find I put it on and then I'm like, have a mess. So I kind of transitioned to sheet masks for a long time, but these are great because you just open them up, put it out like deodorant, and just whoop. And I use my fingers a little bit at the end to just kind of, you know, get in the creases and on the nose and stuff that the big stick won't fit into. But I really quite like these. They're really nice, and whenever I'm really breaking out, I use this Pore Detox, and it's worked pretty well. I haven't used the Glow Boost one as much because I really only think to do a mask when I'm breaking out, because I'm like, oh, I need to fix this. But I'm a huge fan of these, and I initially saw them and they weren't available in Canada, and I was sad about that, and I was down in the States and I almost bought some, but I was traveling with just a carry-on and it was already really full, so I didn't, but they came to Canada and I'm very happy. And then the final thing in skincare is I have been trying to moisturize a lot lately. Ever since, I think, November 2018, I got this product and I've used it pretty much religiously since. I have to order it, so it takes a little bit to get to me, so there have been a few little blips and blobs where I haven't had it, but for the most part, I've strictly only used this product for the last year and a bit, and I'm now stockpiled, so I should be okay for a while. But it is the Tarte Drink of H2O moisturizer with, it's like a hydrating boost. It's got hyaluronic acid in it, I believe, and it is just so nice and it smells good. And I'm really like scent intolerant for a lot of things, so I'm very happy that this does not destroy everything when I put it on. I love it. I have 2 in reserve. This one is almost out. I use it every night, unless I forget to do my skincare. I'm really lazy, but typically every night. And 2018 November is when I got it. I credit it for saving my skin in the winter because my skin was in rough shape. I started using this and it was like a miracle. The next thing I got was also a pretty recent acquisition. It was a lot more recent than my switch, and it is the Adeline Morin Cross Tarte collaboration. I remember when she launched this and I was like, oh, that's really cool, like I want to support her. But I looked at the colors and I was like, those are some nice colors, but I'm not really sure I would use them because they're kind of like, you know, neutral, kind of boring. But I just kept thinking about it. I kept thinking about it, and finally I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pull the trigger. It was on sale for Boxing Day or something like that, and I ordered it. And since I got it, it is the only thing I've used to do my makeup right now. Today, did my makeup using that. It, yes, has neutrals, but it's also so diverse. I just love it. I love it. I'm recommending it to people now. After I was like, I don't know, it's pretty boring. Like, I have the Shane Dawson Conspiracy collection, and that's great, and I love it, but this is just such a good mix for a daily, like, this, I can do this eyeshadow and everything daily, and nobody's gonna be like, whoa, you crazy. I mean, I'll do the other ones daily too, but this is just nice, and I'm pretty sure, like, if I travel, I'd be perfectly content to only bring this because it's got a highlighter, it's got a blush, and then it's got a ton of different colors. You can contour, you can eyeshadow with it. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm sad that I waited so long, but I'm really happy I have it now. And then we have 3 more like beauty related products, and they are all from Lush. So I've been trying to move more sustainably and reusable, renewable over the last couple of years. So, you know, whether it's getting a makeup remover cloth that you can just wash instead of cotton pads, I now have like fleece pads or whatever that I can use to take off my makeup or add toner or whatever I need to do. Reusable straws, reusable bags, all that stuff. I'm trying to transition, and I'm not perfect, and I know I'm not perfect, but it's about trying. I think you don't need one person doing it perfectly, you need a million people doing it imperfectly, and so I'm part of that million doing it imperfectly, but we're getting there. So one of the things I want to do is switch my shampoo and conditioner. So I have now switched to Lush Solid Soap Bars, sorry, shampoo bars. This is Scenic. It smells really good. And yeah, I just really like it. I started probably October, is that no, January? I got it January this year. I was trying to remember. I cut my hair like super short and I got it then. So I've used this since January exclusively. The only time that I tried something else was when my hair was really brassy, and so I was using a purple shampoo. But other than that, I've been exclusively using this. And it's great also because you can travel with it. So you can put this in a carry-on. It's a solid, it's not a liquid. You don't have to worry about how much volume you have. It's great. And they last a really long time. I think 70 washes, and I got it in January, like I said, and I don't think I ran out until August or September. Pretty impressive. My battery just died, so if I'm not in the exact same spot, I am sorry. But on the flip side of the shampoo bar, I also got this, which has a conditioner bar in it. Now, it smells really good, but conditioner bar is another story because I have kind of, it's supposed to be kind of curly hair, I think. I don't know. I need to do like curly girl method on it or something, but my hair requires quite a bit of moisture, and I find that this just doesn't deposit the amount of moisture that I would like. I like a thick conditioner. So I've used this kind of on and off. When I had really short hair, it was okay, but as my hair has gotten longer, it's not working for me. So I still need to find a good alternative. I've tried a couple. This one is the only one that I can really stand the smell of, but it's not quite what I want. I do still use this when I travel or go places because it's just super convenient, and you know, I'm usually only traveling for like a week or so, so I can deal with it for a week, but that is something that I'm still trying to find a new one of. I have a huge backlog of body wash because I have a body wash that I really like, but I think I'm going to transition to soap once I finish getting through that. But it's really hilarious because I'll be like, I need to find a solid body wash, and then I remember that soap is the thing that exists. But slowly we're getting there, trying to get rid of a bunch of packaging. And that leads me to the next one, which comes in a plastic bottle, which is kind of like, but it is recyclable. So, and it's these Toothy Tabs by Lush, Miles of Smiles. This one is like a super pepperminty. So basically it's just a little tablet. All you do is you know, get some water in your mouth, or even don't. I always like to put a little bit of water in my mouth because I find it helps it foam better. You put it in your mouth, you start chewing, you take your wet toothbrush and you brush. And it's fantastic. They're great, especially again for travel. I have toothpaste that I'm trying to get through, but I always bring this when I travel. I work remotely, and when I go there I take these because it's just so much more convenient. And that is another thing that I've been working on. The only downside I find with those is they like super foam up, and so you kind of look like you're, you know, a dog with rabies. But you know, they do a great job, and I find that my teeth look really clean and feel really clean when I finish using them. And then probably the last thing I have for this favorites list is again something that I got 2018 in the fall. So I work remotely. I've mentioned that a couple times. I work there in summer. Summer's not too big of a problem, but I was going back in the fall, and I knew I'd be pretty much the only person out there, and I needed some shoes that could let me get into them quick and run, that could deal with the rain and the weather and the mud and the miserableness. So I picked up these boots. They're not Blundstone, but they are the UGG version knockoff of Blundstones, and I love them. I wear them from like fall until spring as long as I can. I look like I don't know how to dress myself because I'll be like sweatpants in these and whatever, and these, and they are just so great. I seriously recommend them as a slip-on boot. Either the UGG version, or I'm sure the Blundstone version is just as good, if not better. So if you need slip-on boots, go that way. And I think that wraps up my winter favorites. Hopefully you found something here that you might be interested in trying or excited about, or you know, whatever, you just like to hear this face talk, that's fine too. And with that, I'm gonna go, and I will be back at some point this month, hopefully, with another video. If not, we'll be back for February. Slowly we will get these videos coming out. Bye.